All right, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, guys. I wanted to do a quick call today to talk about two different ways that we can build our businesses. It's so important to be building your business every day, and there really and truly are two ways to do that. One is through parties, and two is through social media. I hope that everyone is trying to do a mix of both, because that is definitely the best way to do it. But we're going to talk today about both of those ways and ways that you can do each of those. So I have Brittany on the call today. She recently went to a One Team One Mission there in Austin. She is a diamond leader on my team, and she's going to share with us a few things that they took away from the One Team One Mission, and specifically focusing in a little bit on some new things that she learned about doing parties, or how she can do parties a little bit differently in the future. So Brittany, yay, glad that you're here with us today. And
thank you.
We'll let you first maybe share, something that you took away from that One Team One Mission.
Okay. So the One Team One Mission was great. What attracted me to this business was because I could work it on social media and not do face-to-face parties. But the One Team One Mission completely turned that thought process completely around. We just came out with the WOW product, which is Wipe Out Wrinkles. Oh my God, it's amazing. I know that people have been sampling it, using their grandma and their husband and everybody else. It's just amazing. So a new thing that people are doing is a WOW and wine party, and I actually have one set up for tomorrow night, which I'm really, really excited about. Basically, you're just sampling out the WOW. You're letting people sample the WOW, having a glass of wine, and then you're going over the party pad. It's really, really simple. You don't have to have this big drawn-out thing. She said, definitely keep it to 45 minutes to an hour. Don't go any longer than that, because it just turns people off. But it really opened my eyes to how much fun it could be and how much potential there could be in parties. And you don't have to do them by yourself. I'm having a team one tomorrow, and I opened it up to everybody that's here in the Austin area that has potential. Bring them over. One person will do the party pad, and, the rest of us, whoever you brought, is who you get to sign.
That's great. I love that you're incorporating that, because what it really is all about is getting in front of people, and this is a great way to get in front of people with a product that works in 90 seconds, but it also gives you a chance to talk about our other products and lead into the wrap. What did you guys learn about the wrap?
So one thing that she did say about the wrap that just kind of stood out to me was, and I don't know where I heard this or if somebody told me this, I'm not really sure, but a lot of people tell people to wear the wrap anywhere from 45 minutes to 8 hours. But what she said was that she had actually talked to Dr. Don, or either heard on the phone call one time that Dr. Don had said, you don't need to wear it more than 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, your body is only going to absorb 80% of what's on the wrap, and in 45 minutes, that your body is going to absorb that. Any longer than that, and you're really just making yourself uncomfortable for a longer period of time with a bunch of stiff saran wrap wrapped around your belly, your arm, or whatever. And that really kind of dawned on me. It was like, well, duh, everybody says, sleep with your wrap on, but I never really knew why, because I knew that it was just a lotion and it would just absorb into your skin. So, he said, wear it for 45 minutes, take it off, take that lotion, rub it into your skin, and you're done. You don't have to wear it. You're not going to get better results or faster results for wearing your wrap for 8 hours. And that
Great. So just make sure you're drinking your water with it.
Yes, definitely. Make sure that you're drinking your water for sure.
Perfect. So when you're having these parties, what's a way that you can book multiple parties, or how's a way to get the parties booked with people to begin with? Did y'all talk about that?
Yeah, so she said that, and a lot of people don't realize this, and some people do and they use it and it's great. But we have a referral program. If you sign up as a loyal customer, you're given a link and at the end of your sign-in, or you can go back into your account and get that link. But if you sign up, basically if that loyal customer signs up another loyal customer using that referral link, they either get, I think it's 35 perk points, or you can get a free box of wraps. So what she did was to sign up loyal customers. She said, look, I'll sign you up as a loyal customer. Let's book you a party. And for every friend that signs up as a loyal customer at your party, you get a free box of wraps. She didn't mention the referral program or anything like that, but it gets her in front of more people. Therefore, she's signing more loyal customers, you know.
Right. Well, and another way by doing that, by stacking those loyal customers, that also really helps you reach 400 in volume for that particular customer or that box, I guess, if you will.
Yes, and especially for new people that are, you know, trying to get their first 4 loyal customers, get those parties booked. And that, I mean, it just kind of multiplies from there, because at every party you're going to say, hey, let's book you a party in 30 days. And for every customer that we sign up there, you're going to get a free box of wraps. Well, you're going to continuously get new loyal customers. And even if they don't book within that 30 days, I mean, some people can't book within that 30 days, but after that 30 days is up, then you can still have a party with them, because you've already been in front of them. Then that's follow-up, that's leads that you have to book potential parties in the future. And you could always do something as a one-on-one with them, as far as like, if you host a party, you know, I'll give you this or whatever. I don't want to get into a whole lot of that, because I know there's a bunch of compliance stuff that goes in with that, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. But you know, you could always give somebody an incentive for hosting a party for you, for sure.
So when you're trying to talk to someone new about how they can make money or what they can do in those first, 30 and 60 days, what are you sharing with them?
Okay, so she said that she goes over whenever she's going through the party pad, and it talks about being a loyal customer, and that's where she talks about the referral program, about how you get your free box of wraps. And then she also said that to make sure that you explain to them how they can make $350 in cash easy within 30 days. All they have to do is get their 4 loyal customers, and it was a very visual thing. She had 4 boxes of wraps, and she said, you get your 4 loyal customers, and these are the boxes of wraps that you can get, because you're basically getting your $120 in free product, plus you're getting your 2 wrap rewards. She said, so you get these 4 boxes of wraps. She said, you take those. You've spent $50 to get those, because the 2 wrap rewards are $25 a piece. But
right.
You can sell those and make $350 cash to put in your pocket, on top of the commissions that you'll make to go on your check. And a lot of people are all for that quick, easy cash. You know, people don't join this business because they have a lot of money. They're looking to make money. So I thought that was great, and I really thought that she had the 4 boxes of wraps and she actually showed us. I don't know, I guess I'm just a visual person, but that definitely helped me. I was like, oh, well, duh, that's the free product credit and the wrap rewards,
What do you do when you have someone who maybe really wants to join and do the wraps, but they tell you, I just don't have the money right now?
Okay, so she said that we all know about pre-selling your box of wraps. Some people are very hesitant to pre-purchase a wrap, especially if you don't really know that person in particular very well. You can also get somebody to sign up as a loyal customer for the Fat Fighters, which is only $23. The Greens, which is only $33. Anything like that. Sign them up as a loyal customer. Get them to sign up one loyal customer using that referral program. They get that free box of wraps, and there they already have the wraps to sell for the $25 each. Take that $100 and sign up as a distributor. Like, it was really simple the way that she explained it, and it really is really simple.
Yeah, that's great. It's also a good way for someone who maybe doesn't have the extra money to spend on wraps. Maybe they're not interested in the business, but it gives them a way to earn that extra box of wraps potentially.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what do you do when you've got someone who's just interested in the wraps, is that all you offer them? Do you talk to them about other products, or do you just quickly, sign them up for those wraps so you can get them as a customer?
Well, I mean, a lot of people, there's some people out there that need more than wraps. A really good package that she went over was the Skinny Pack. You are buying a box of wraps and defining gel. You're getting a bottle of Fat Fighters for $8. That's less than half off of your Fat Fighters. I mean, that's like next to nothing. And a lot of people need, it's to maximize your wrap results, you need that defining gel in between your wraps. So just like whenever you go to the doctor, and the doctor prescribes to you, a certain medicine, and they say, hey, you need to do this, this, and this, or these two medicines go right, hand in hand together and work great together, you're the wrap girl. So if you're suggesting it, then they're probably going to do it. And I'm not saying that just to make more money. Some people really do need more than just the wraps, whether it's the wraps and greens or like the Skinny Pack with the wraps defining gel, and then you get your Fat Fighters for next to nothing. Everybody's different, so not everybody needs just the wraps and is going to get good results from just the wraps.
Yeah, that's great. All these things are so perfect because as you're going over the party pad, each one of these things that you talked about are things that you can talk about through that party pad. We've probably been talking for, 5 or 10 minutes now, and you've basically covered most of the party pad and some tips on how we can explain that and maximize that. Once you've got someone as a loyal customer and they've done their 3 months, then what? Because I know everybody struggles with, keeping those customers on because, they initially may join just for 3 months of a product. What do you do after that?
Well, and I've heard several leaders say this before. When people join for wraps, that's what pulls people into our business because it's a one-of-a-kind product and nobody else has it. But we have such an amazing skincare line and supplements. That is what's going to keep people coming back. That's what's going to keep their auto ship turned on. That's what they're going to fall in love with and still need on a monthly basis. I mean, you don't want a customer that ordered wraps and after their first month you follow up with them and they're like, oh, that box of wraps is still sitting in the corner of my bedroom or in my bathroom and I haven't wrapped the first time because I've been busy. Well, then get them off of those wraps. You don't want them to have a bad experience with It Works. And you don't want them to have a stockpile of wraps just sitting in the corner. You want them to find a product that they love so they'll keep coming back. So, getting them, letting the wraps attract people in, but getting them off of those wraps and onto either the supplements or the skincare line or the energy drinks or whatever it is, you definitely want to, kind of convert them over. And that's one way to definitely keep them coming back each month. Another thing, and I've had so many people that joined for the wraps. They did the 3 months. I stink at follow-ups. I know this. I'm going to admit it already. I know Fortune is in the follow-up, and I'm trying to get better at it. But I know for a while I wasn't following up with them at all. But a good way to follow up with people after they've cut their auto shipment off is to let them know that they have those perk points. And you only have 30 days after you cut your auto shipment off to use those perk points. So like one lady joined this is just a scenario that I had. She joined for the hair, skin, nails. She took it for the 3 months, said that she really wasn't consistent with it, but she did take it. And then she turned her auto shipment off, and she was like, I just don't think I need it anymore. There was just no convincing her of anything. And we all know those stubborn, hard-headed people because I'm probably one of them. But whenever I messaged her and was like, hey, you have 25 perk points or 10 perk points or whatever, that's $10 off of something. Would you like to try the wrap for instead of $59, it only be in $30 or whatever? And she was like, yeah, let me do that. And so I had her use those perk points and get her on the wraps. And she tried the wraps for a couple of months, and she was like, I really like these, but I don't need a wrap anymore. And I was like, well, maybe you need to start doing the defining gel to help maintain those results. So I've kept her as a loyal customer now for a while, and her perk points are starting to build back up. So then whenever she decides, okay, I need to stop for a little while, she has those perk points built up that she can make one more purchase to maybe try something different that she had never tried before. And you never know what they're going to fall in love with.
Exactly. And I love the thing with perk points is, at 6 months you get the extra $50. A year you get an extra, I don't remember if it's $50 or $100, but you can really rack up those perk points. So it's a definite way to follow up with people and let them know they've got that free cash that they can use towards any of the products.
Yep.
Those are all really great tips. I love that you have basically built your business completely to diamond on social media. So we know how important social media is, and I'm super excited to see, you just, even adding in 1 or 2 wrap parties a month, like you mentioned, how that's going to take your business to the next level. I mean, I know that's going to push you straight to double diamond and farther. So I'm super excited about that. I do want to definitely talk about, is there anything else that you wanted to add about parties or before I jump over to social media?
No, you're fine. I think that's great. I think I went over everything basically. And I could have heard those things before. And sometimes every time you watch a video or every time you hear something, sometimes you pick up on a different part of it. So, I really encourage people to watch videos and learn about parties because they really could be great and it really could boom your business, especially, sometimes it gets kind of slow. And whenever you have those slow months, if you're tapping into other sources that you didn't have before, it could, definitely boom you for sure.
Yeah, that's great. So let's go to social media now. We just talked about the fact that you built your business almost solely on social media to diamond and boxed in for double. I am a double diamond that has built probably 95% of my business on social media. And I know that there's lots of other people that are super successful in our company that have done the same. Now, that doesn't mean that people aren't doing parties out there, but it means that with social media, your reach is huge, the amount of people that you can reach out there. But there's a couple things that you have to do to make social media work. And the first thing is posting, because if you're not posting on social media, you might as well have a sign out that your business is closed. You know what? You're not doing business there. So we're going to talk about how to post today and the best way to be successful with your posting. And then real quickly, the other thing that you've got to do if you're going to be successful with posting on social media is you have to be expanding that market. You've got to be adding new friends and growing that social media. Because if you've got 300 friends on social media, you're going to exhaust that market. So you always have to be adding. So I'm not going to talk a lot about adding friends on this call. I really want to stick to, posting and how to do that. But I just want everybody to know that those are 2 things you've got to do if you're going to be successful with your business on social media. One of the things that – go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just going to ask you, so what do you post? Go ahead.
There's a basic rule that I feel like a lot of the leaders talk about, specifically Jade Hooper, who has been very successful on social media, and it's called the 3-3 rule. Now, people say 3-3 rule, what is that? Well, what it is it's 3 before and after posts a day and 3 live posts a day. So let's first start talking about posting, what you're posting. You don't want all of your page to just be it works, and have it look like a whole bunch of ads. What you're posting really needs to be about the feelings that you're creating in people. I'm guessing most of the people on this call today joined because they saw someone on Facebook or something like that. You didn't just see a picture of a wrap and think, oh, I want to join that business. No, you saw someone talking about what this business was doing for them. You saw someone talking about how great they feel after using a certain product. So before you post anything, you really need to think about what the people are thinking about that are seeing your post. Why are they watching you? When they see a post, if it just says, I'm tired of working my 9-to-5 job, Well, that's not going to create any feelings in any people. It's, not going to make them feel one way or the other. But if they see a post and you're like, oh, my gosh, I love that I get to work from home today and be, at home with my kids, guess what? When that person sees that post, what they're thinking is, dang, I wish I was at home and I got to be with my kids. You're creating a feeling in those people. So every post that you do, you need to think about, what sort of feeling might you be creating in your audience. Because people are watching you even if they're not commenting. The other thing is you've got to be consistent with your posts, especially when you're just starting out. People are waiting for you to fail. They're thinking, oh, Brittany, she just started this new business. I've seen her do other things like this before. She's not going to stick with this. So they're waiting for you to fail. Your job, Brittany, is to prove them wrong. And there's a couple ways that you can do this. You can do this by setting an alarm on your phone to remind you to post. Or if you're someone that's still working a full-time or even a part-time job with this, and it's hard for you to get posts on throughout the day, there are apps out there that you can use to help you do this. There's Buffer. There's Hootsuite. Look into them, Google them, ask your leaders for questions about them. But there's no excuses as to why you can't get your posts on every day. The other thing I want to say is your picture is your attention getter, but it's your wording that seals your deal, so you need to make it your own. And that doesn't mean that you can't go and copy and paste things from myself, from Brittany, from Jesse, from the other leaders in this company, because trust me, that's what I do. But if what they're saying isn't exactly fit into how I would say something or what I would do, then you take that and you may copy it, but you may tweak it to sound like you or to fit your story and then use it. So I love, we don't start this business with tons of before and afters that we can use ourselves, but we have sidelines, we have uplines, we have friends in this business, we have teammates in this business. Those pictures are for everyone to use and share. Just make sure that you're cropping those pictures so that they look good, not just screenshotting them and then posting the wording that someone else already posted with them, because that makes you look like you're posting an ad or you're getting lazy. You want to create it as your own. Take that picture and add your own wording to it. And even if you're copying and pasting someone else's wording because it is perfect for you, that's fine. Just make sure you're posting it as your own, just not as a picture. I hope all that makes sense. If you have questions, you guys can ask me about that later. The thing about posting before and afters, you want to make sure you're doing them 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. Because guess what? That's when people are on Facebook the most. What kind of before and after pictures are you posting? I try to stick to several categories there. One is either body parts, bellies, arms, backs, legs, things that you can see with the wrap results. HSN, everybody loves the hair, skin, and nails. They love seeing how people's hair is getting thicker, longer, shinier, healthier looking. Those are great. The pictures from our skincare line. I think the WOW is amazing, and those are great for the skincare line. So, use those for the skincare line. They're instant results. The other thing that I tend to post for before and afters is things from the triple threat. And it doesn't matter the combo of products they're using. I never search for a picture of just Fat Fighters or just ThermoFit. Because guess what? You're using that before and after to get someone's attention. And then when you talk to them and find out, what their goal is, then you're going to recommend the right product for them. So when you're posting, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to throw in, whenever you're talking about the triple threat, make sure that you explain that that's the 3 different products and what exactly those 3 products do. Because even if they, like you said, the picture is the attention getter, but they're going to, once they see that picture, they're going to be like, oh, what does that say? So they're going to read it, and maybe they're interested in just detoxing their body. So they're going to be interested in those greens. So just definitely make sure that you kind of put in there what the product does, as well as just saying, triple threat. Because when somebody sees triple threat that's not in the business, they have no idea what that is.
Yeah, they're like, what is that? A good idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when you're posting these before and afters, they're people, they're bodies, and they're believable pictures. if you see a picture and you think this looks photoshopped, or you see a picture that you're like, I don't believe this, don't post it, because that is you representing your business. Another thing is for before and afters or product posts, you don't want to post a bottle of ThermoFit, just the bottle and a saying. Nobody wants to see bottles of the product. They want to see results. They want to see people using them, or they want to see you using them. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't post a picture of yourself with a bottle of ThermoFit being like, yay, I'm about to, boost my metabolism with this. That's different. You've incorporated yourself. You've made it a life post. But nobody wants to just see a picture of a wrap. They want to see the wrap on someone. And once again, in all of these posts, so you've got your before and after picture ready to go. Then, like we talked about before, it's your wording that seals your deal. Think about what you're saying. How does that person feel? Oh my gosh, Kelly feels amazing after she just wrapped. She loves that her body is tighter, toner, and firmer. Or how you feel. It feels awesome when I can help the customer, feel better about their body. Or I love helping people. I love changing lives. You need to incorporate those feelings into your post, because that's what people want. When people are watching Brittany's new post and they see that she posted it before and after, and it just says, oh, who wants to tighten, tone, and firm? They're like, well, I don't know. I guess I do. But when Brittany says, oh, my gosh, look at Kelly's results. She just tightened, toned, and firm, is feeling so much better about her body. They're thinking, well, I want to feel better about my body. It's starting to create those feelings. So really think about the wording that you're using. The other thing is, and you don't have to do this in every post with your before and afters, but it's important to create a sense of urgency. I've got 2 spots left in my challenge, or I've got 1 spot left. No one's going to question you on those spots, but it creates a sense of urgency. When there's 10 red sweaters on the shelf, you're not feeling like I got to get this red sweater today, because you know what? It's going to be there tomorrow. But when there's only 2 of those left, and only 1 of those is in your size, you got a sense of urgency. You're thinking, maybe I better get those wraps today, or maybe I better get going in that challenge today. So it's great to create that sense of urgency. And I noticed a lot of people in their posts will put, contact me today or text me or something like that, and I think that's great. Make sure you mix it up. You don't have to do that on every post, because guess what? If I see something that Brittany is selling and I want it, I'm going to message her anyways. Like I said, so just mix it up. Add your phone number on some posts. They drop an email on some posts, and don't put anything on others. Just, add some variety to your post. What do you think as far as before and afters? Does that make sense, Brittany?
Yeah, that's perfect. I like how you talked about how people want to buy you, and they want to buy your feelings. They want to feel how you're feeling. Getting that personal one-on-one. I know John Eric had talked about it before. Whenever you're posting, definitely post to just one person. Don't just say, hey, Facebook. Post to that single mom that needs to make money, or post to that one girl who's really struggling with their weight and needs to lose weight, or, post directly to someone, not just to everybody. Don't make it a generic post, and that's really how you grab people, and get them interested for sure.
Okay.
So what
I love
do you
it.
do?
So we got to do this real quick, morning, noon, and night. Why do we have to do this 3 times a day? Because those same people that are on Facebook in the morning may not be those same people who are, on in the evening. You want to catch those different markets. That's why you're doing before and afters 3 times a day. You want to get loyal customers? You need to be doing it several times a day. You're not doing it 3 times a day, I bet you're not signing those loyal customers. You've got to be consistent, because I'm telling you, these new people are watching, and they're thinking, she didn't even post about her product today. I'm not going to buy from her, because we got Amy over here who's posting about her product all the time, so she believes in her product. She loves her product. So being consistent and doing it 3 times a day is a must. Okay, I hope everybody got that. All right, sorry, we can move on now.
One more thing that I just want to throw in there. I heard somebody say this the other day, the last person to post about it is who's going to get that sale. So don't think that just because you posted that morning, that Amy saw it and she's going to buy from you, because most people have more than one Wrap Girl as friends on their Facebook and on their Instagram that they're following. So definitely, the last person that they see is who they're going to message. So, okay, moving on. How do you were talking about life posts. You said the 3-3 rule, the before and afters, and then the 3 life posts. What do you do for that?
Okay, so a life post is going to be anything like food, fashion, they call them the F's, funny stuff, things you're doing that you're having fun, your family, kids, money, things that have to do with your life. You also need to be posting these 3 times a day. Now, obviously, when I say morning, you're not going to post a before and after and then 5 minutes later post a live post. Spread it out. Maybe morning for you is 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. or 6 and 10 or something like that. So when I say morning, noon, and night, no, these are not at the same time. But you also want to be posting these throughout the day. So when I say food, people love to see food posted. But don't just show me your lasagna and be like, oh, this looks good or this is an awesome recipe. Change that post and be like, oh my gosh, my family loves lasagna. This recipe is amazing. I'm so glad I have my fat fighters to go, after this to block this fat and carbs. Guess what? You just turned an awesome picture of food and sharing a recipe into a post about your product. And that can be a picture of just the food, or it could be you eating that lasagna. You're incorporating your products and how you're using them in your life into that post. And once again, you're creating a feeling with people, because guess what? They want to be eating lasagna too. And guess what? They don't want all this fat and carbs either. So, other things with food, maybe it's your greens. Maybe you're posting about how, oh my gosh, I love the extra energy that my greens give me. So that can be a picture of you drinking your greens. That can be a picture of you or a post talking about how you feel after you have your greens. I just cleaned my whole house after having my greens. I feel so energized. Talking about that, because you're, again, creating a feeling. Because when Brittany sees my post that I just cleaned my whole house, guess what? Brittany's thinking, I wish I had the energy to clean my whole house. I need some of those greens. I want to be feeling better. I want to get my body detoxed. So you use those things in those lifestyle posts. And again, with each post, you need to be thinking about the feeling that you're creating for other people. In those live posts, you want to talk about what It Works is doing for you. And even if you're new and you don't have a story with, a million products, It Works might already be making you happy, and you may already be ready to inspire people in your life. So even if they're not seeing, a crazy before and after from Amy just yet, because she just got started, what they might be seeing from me is, God, Amy used to be like so boring. She was like never positive or happy or sharing her excitement. And now, like all her posts, she's like super peppy and happy. And guess what? I want some of that, because there's a lot of negativity out there in the world, and people are tired of it. People want to be surrounded by positive people. So that's another way that you're showing people, because people are watching you, and maybe they haven't quite figured It Works is what's changed in your life, but over time they're going to figure that out. But they're seeing a change in you, and you need to show that through your post and through your lifestyle post. A lifestyle post can be as simple as you talking about working from bed that day. Oh, I'm so glad I get to stay home and work with my kids. You working at home, your office view. Maybe you're only doing this part-time and you have a job that you go to every day. So maybe your post is, I'm so excited that I get a chance to, make some extra money with It Works, or something like that. Or, I can't wait until I don't have to drop my babies off at daycare anymore and I get to stay home. You need to be talking about those kind of things in your life, things that you're thankful for. For myself, this is what I do full time. So my post can be, I'm so thankful that I can work part time and be with my family full time. Or I'm so thankful I don't have to take time off when my babies are sick. you're not there yet, then talk about the future. I can't wait till my It Works income replaces my full-time income and I'm able to be a stay-at-home mama. Or maybe you don't want to give up your full-time job. Maybe that's not your goal. So you talk about what it is doing for you, because you joined this business for a reason. Another thing that's great to do in your lifestyle post, and I'm sure you guys have seen me doing this. You've seen me holding up 2 fingers taking a selfie. You've seen me holding up 3 fingers taking a selfie, holding up 1 finger. And you're thinking, what is that crazy lady doing? Well, guess what I'm doing? I'm showing people that they're not the only one that's interested, because nobody wants to be the first person when you're at a wedding to get out on that dance floor and dance, right? Because nobody wants to be the first person to do it, right? Am I right?
That's right.
When someone else gets out there, you're like, dude, I really want to get out there and dance too. So you're more likely to go. Well, guess what? When I'm holding up 2 fingers and I'm saying, oh my gosh, I'm talking to 2 ladies that are ready to join my 12 wrap challenge, I'm super excited. Guess what? There's 2 other crazy people trying those wraps. Or there's 2 mamas that are ready to join my team. Or there's, someone that hates their job and is looking for freedom, and I'm helping that one person. Or I'm super excited that I'm going to be helping someone earn a $500 bonus. They're getting started on Friday. Guess what? No one is messaging you on Friday to see if that person you were holding your finger up about is joining your team on Friday. Because guess what? Sometimes they join on Friday and sometimes they don't. No one's questioning that. But what you're doing is you're showing people that there are people interested in your products, and you're showing people that you're talking to people, and you're showing them they're not the only one on that dance floor by themselves. So holding up your fingers is a great way to just, share excitement and share with people that they're not the only one. Money is a great thing to do. And I know people are like, oh, money, that's weird. Some people don't like talking about money. Or what if I haven't made a ton of money with It Works yet? If you just got started, and I don't care if you've only sold 1 wrap and you have $25 wrap cash, there's a lot of things $25 can pay for. I mean, Brittany, what can $25 buy for you?
I think a gas, or half a tank of gas at least, depends on the gas prices. A kid's haircut, it can pay for dinner one night, it can pay for a couple of groceries. Anything really.
Exactly. And you know what? You just shared like 4 different things that you can take a picture of. You can take a picture of that $25 wrap cash on your counter. You can take a picture of yourself holding that $25 wrap cash. You can take a picture of yourself that just got gas. You can take a picture of your kid's new haircut. You can take a picture of that gallon of milk sitting on your counter. Guess what? $25 could have paid for all that. So you need to talk about what that $25 got you every single day. Wrap Cash just did this for me. I'm so excited that we can afford, for my daughter to do ballet now, because we've got some extra spending money. Maybe you're putting it towards debt. Maybe your picture is of $25 in a Blitz card. Maybe it's of you in a Blitz card because you're super excited to share this wrap with someone so you can change someone's life. But there are a million things that It Works can be doing for you financially, so you need to look at what those are. Even if it's small, even if you're just getting started, think about what It Works is doing for you, and talk about those things over and over again, because I promise you're hitting a different market. Or that same person saw your post yesterday. You said that $25 bought you a gallon of milk. Well, today you're telling them how that $25 could have paid for a half a tank of gas, and maybe they don't have $25 to put gas in their car to go to the store, or maybe they don't have that. So it's just a great way for you to share the little things that it's doing. I mean, when we have people like our Triple Diamond, or our Presidential Diamond, Jessie, and she says she's making, $15,000 a month, people can't relate to that. You don't see her always posting that she makes that much money, because people are like, what? That's crazy. They don't relate to that. But you do see her showing how I just, paid it forward and, was able to buy this person's meal for $100. You do see her sharing about, what an extra $500 Ruby bonus can do for people, or how she's helping people get that, because people can relate to that. So I don't care how high up you get in this business. If you follow the top leaders, I'm not saying they're never talking about their, what they're making, but what they are relating to people with is that gallon of milk. It is that, family vacation they were able to take that they had never been able to take before. It's the dinner they got to eat out where they used to not be able to do that. Those are the things that your average person is relating to. So don't look at those things that are too small. Focus on those things and share, what It Works is doing for you financially, or what it's going to do. Let's talk about the future for a minute. Let's say you just started out and you are a distributor. Well, guess what? Maybe your goal is in January to be diamond. Well, you can talk about how in January you're going to be diamond, and that extra $2,000 a month is going to, let you and your kids go on a vacation that summer that you're looking forward to. Or maybe it's, I can't wait till I'm going to be diamond because I will have helped so many people change their lives. Or maybe it's, where you're going to go, the debt you're going to pay off. I can't wait to have these credit cards paid off. Or I just paid, an extra $100 this month towards my MasterCard, or towards Christmas, or towards layaway. Talk about the future, those vacations you want to go on, that dream board that you made. Talk about that stuff, because people are interested in that. Another thing is, in these live posts, we talked about a little bit, how it's making you feel. You can take a simple motivational quote and turn that into something different. Like, I just posted one before the call about, not giving up, because I was super excited about getting on this call and wanting to inspire my team and teach you guys tips. Well, guess what? I shared something about my business, but I also shared a quote that a lot of people will go by and click on, and that's creating interaction with my post. And that is super important, because the more people that like and comment on your post, the more people that are going to see them. So you've got your 3 before and afters every day and your 3 live posts every day. Well, you need some other stuff in there too. Make them motivational quotes. Make them things that are just, posts without pictures, where you're just trying to get people talking, like, oh my gosh, I'm in a slump. I don't know what to make for dinner. What's your quick go-to meal? You'd be surprised how many comments you'll get on that. Or, I live in Colorado Springs, so maybe I'm like, what are the fun, events to do in Colorado Springs this weekend? Or what's the best place to go to dinner for a special date night? Or sometimes you'll see a picture. I think I did one the other day that it said, like, how many of you make your bed, or do you make your bed every day? People comment on stuff like that. So maybe you got 15 people comment on that. Those are 15 people that are going to start seeing your post again. Maybe it's asking an opinion question. Definitely I would stay away from politics, but other than that, I think that stuff's pretty good. Is there anything else that I haven't covered on live posts that you want to add, Brittany?
Not really. You've went over how to post. You've went over what to post. Definitely the interaction posts are definitely going to pull people that you normally wouldn't, that aren't going to comment on your before and after pictures or your pictures of you holding up wrap cash. But they're going to comment and they're going to say what their favorite go-to meal is for the day, or, what their favorite restaurant for them and their family to do, or whatever. That's going to pull them into your algorithm, so that they're just constantly seeing those before and after pictures and those lifestyle posts. And that way that you never know, they're watching now. You just never know when it's all about planting those seeds, and you never know when those seeds are going to actually bloom and blossom. And, you just want to be consistent with it and just constantly plant all of those seeds.
Yes, I totally agree. People are watching you, and it's about the feelings you're creating with them. I'm telling you, people join your business because they want what you have. When people are watching Brittany, they want what she has. They want to know why in the middle of the day she's at Chick-fil-A having lunch with her kid and making a full-time income and not having to work. That's why people want to join you. They are wanting what you have. So don't forget that in your post. Two other things real quick before we end the call. I just want to say the secret of success. What is that? People have a lot of different answers for it in this business, whether that be steps to success or being consistent. And I think all of those things are true. But I think the biggest thing is never give up. Because when you give up, you don't know what's ahead of you. If I would have given up in my first 6 months because I didn't sign a distributor, I'd be missing out on a $6,000 plus month income because I quit because I didn't give it my all. And I promise you, when I first started out, I didn't know everything. So I just want to share so much with you guys so that you have things and tips and advice that maybe I didn't have, or maybe I didn't listen and learn to quite as early on in my business. It takes 21 days to create a habit. So if you start posting your 3-3 rule for the next 21 days, it may feel like torture to you. You may feel like it is freaking just killing you. But I promise you, if you get in the habit of doing that every day, it doesn't even feel like a big deal anymore because you just know in the morning you get up, pop, you put on your post, and then you hop in the shower, or you put that post on, you scroll through your Instagram real quick, and you like a few things, get your post on, and add a few friends. And it doesn't take you very long. So it's creating that habit and lifestyle change for yourself. And I promise you that over time and through that consistency, people are going to start noticing, especially if you're adding new people to your Facebook and you're posting with your 3-3 rule. It is absolutely impossible to fail in this business if you are doing those things. In the party world and when you're building your business face-to-face, it's about blitzing, wrapping, and repeating. Well, guess what? When you're building your business on social media, it's about that hundreds list, it's about your 3-3 rule, and it's about follow-up. So I hope everyone got something great out of the call today. If you have questions about posting or what to post or how you're posting and we didn't cover it today, or you need help with it, reach out to your leaders, because everybody has a leader somewhere in their upline that's willing to help them and wants to help them. And that's what we're here to do. My goal with this business is to help you reach your goals, because I've learned over time that everybody gets where they want to go by helping other people. So I hope that this call helped you guys. If you have any questions, let us know. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Amy.